Hi guys, this is Chrystal Lynn, and I'm super excited about today's video because this is my very first video astrology response or astrology video response. And last week I asked if anybody would like to put their name in for a free 15 minutes and they could ask me a question. And so I got some responses. So I'm really excited about that. But this week I chose Courtney. Courtney sent me a message and she basically asked me the question. She gave me her birth date and her time and all her information and asked me if I thought she would make a good teacher. She'd like to be a teacher for the middle school, for junior high, and she wondered what I thought. So I'm super excited when I took a look at Courtney's chart. So Courtney, you have a really, really exciting chart. First of all, I want to tell you that you probably know already that you are actually a Virgo sun. Your birthday is 9/22/87, and you're right on the cusp between Virgo and Libra. So you probably have a little bit of both of your personality. You're going to see some Virgo and some Libra, but you have such a cool chart, and I call it a full house. And the reason I call it a full house is because in 5 out of 5 of your planets, this is not including the ascendant, which we are going to talk about, you have 3 of one planet, 2 of another. So it reminds me of, a full house. And so we're going to talk about what you have going on. So first of all, you are a Virgo sun, and I am a fellow Virgo, so I can very much appreciate that. I think it's really interesting since I've been listening to a lot of different astrological videos and things like that. Virgos get kind of a weird rap. It's like when we say Scorpio, everybody goes Scorpio, but then when they talk about Virgos, it's kind of like we're these, stuck up, anal retentive people. And I don't know. It's hard for me because, yes, I have a lot of things that go on and I analyze and I research and all of those things. But I think Virgos are funny. I think we're fun, we're earthy, we're kind of the hippies of the zodiac. If you look, you see all of our comedians are Virgos. Adam Sandler, Jane Curtin, a lot of the Saturday Night Live cast, you see a lot of Virgos. There's just a ton of them. So anyway, I think we're a lot of fun. I think we're earthy. And we like to do a lot of things. And we're very good with our hands. So that's a really good quality. And so when I'm looking at your chart, I am looking, of course, I'm viewing it in the Western perspective. You have a Sun Virgo, a Moon Virgo, and a Mars Virgo. Now that's a whole heck of a lot of Mercury. So you probably already know that your mind goes very fast anytime you see a lot of Mercury. You're a fast thinker. You analyze, you shuffle files in your mind all day long. I do know it said, and I believe this is true, about Virgos, that we can be exhausted just thinking about what we think we need to do. So we're very busy mentally, and we need a lot of stimulation. So that's one reason I love astrology, because it's got some mathematical aspects to it. It has, you calculate things. There's a scientific, degree, and yet it's, you get to study psychological things. So it's a great hobby for a Virgo, I think. So I think right off the bat, this definitely qualifies you to be a good teacher, because you have good organizational skills. You're going to be a good editor. That's another thing about Virgos. They're very detailed and very precise, so they can be very good editors. You'll be fine grading papers. You'll probably love all of that, keeping your mind busy. You'll be good at organizing a classroom. And really, you have the ability also to be a good writer. I think that's something you should think about. Now, you're really young right now, and I love the fact that you are searching these things out at this age. I just think it's great. And I think it's great that you obviously already know that these are some of the qualities and talents stirring up in you. That's why you're asking this question. Even without astrology, we get an intuitive sense about ourselves, about who we are and what our gifts are. And so all astrology is doing is confirming really what you already know. It just gives it a little boost of confidence that, yes, I'm in the right direction. So you're young right now, but as you develop and as you learn the skills you're going to learn and as you begin to teach, it would be a great possibility down the road for you to write a book about whatever you're passionate about. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Now, we also see the moon in Virgo. So this is your mind. This is how you think. So not, only are you, your ego side of you a Virgo, you're in inner thoughts. You think like a Virgo. And we also have Mars. So your action is like a Virgo. Now, with Virgos, one of the great things about Virgos is we're the greatest entrepreneurs. I mean, any Virgo, my theme in life has been making something out of nothing. I mean, we can literally take a shoebox of old junk and make a business out of it. We're really, really good at making our hobbies our businesses. So, I want you to think about all of the aspects of your talents and your personality. So, yes, you're being driven to want to maybe go and specialize as a teacher, but you'd be great having your own business on the side as well. So we know you're going to be able to write. So this could suggest some type of blog, gaining an audience for your book, for your writing. That would be an option. Being creative, making things. We're really good at making things, jewelry, anything real creative. Things with feathers, we love all that kind of stuff. So you've got all these possibilities. And again, you overanalyze. So when I say that, I do want to say a funny little story. My mom and I are both Virgos. And so our favorite thing to do is to get on the phone and what we call rehashing. Rehash the subject, every angle that we can look at it. That is a Virgo trait. So being that I see 3 placements of Virgo in your chart, you're busy-minded, and you need a lot of ways to stimulate that. So, being a teacher, having a little side hobby, all of those things will be no problem for you. Keep doing healthy things because of all of that Mercury. If you're not careful, those become into anxieties, into, an OCD type of thing, obsessive compulsive disorders. Those are common for Virgos. If we're not working. I mean, Virgos are the workers of the zodiac. And so, you just can't stop us. We do tend to be workaholics. But that's not to say you can't keep these things in healthy perspectives. Okay? So again, with Mars and Virgo, you're going to want to work doing something. You'll see, Virgo, I had a friend that had his Mars in Virgo, and he was a card detailer. Because we are perfectionists, we're really into details. Again, editing. You could be an editor and have people pay you to edit their books, if that's a skill you want to develop, because you'd have the type of mind for it. So these are side businesses you can do. You'd be good on doing videos, productions, doing all the little details, the little editing things. So anything with details. So we kind of take a look at that. You've got a ton of Virgo. Now, let's look at your Mercury and Venus, and this is what really excites me. You have your Libra, and Libra is in both Mercury and Venus. So there's your full house. 3 Virgos, 2 Libras. That's just my little interpretation of it. Sometimes I come up with funny little names for astrology just to keep it fun. So, what does this tell us? Here we go again, writer. I also have my Mercury and Venus in Libra. We like everything balanced. And the great thing about having your Mercury in Libras is Virgos are the #1 communicators. And now take that communication and put it through Libra, and you have a very eloquent speaker. You have a very comfortable speaker. We don't like to offend anybody. We like to show them both sides. So you're going to have a very gentle approach. Strong, but smooth. You're going to have great communication. So here we go, also suggesting public speaking. But that goes along with your teaching. So you'll be speaking in front of students every day. So absolutely. But you could also do public speaking on the side. You may find yourself doing that because, again, Mercury, Virgos are the #1 communicators, and Libra has a great way of communicating. Okay? You're also going to love art with your Venus in Libra. You're going to love art. And so those are all great things to bring into a classroom, an appreciation for art. And you may even have a beautiful voice. I don't know. I don't. I didn't get that, but you may, because Venus ruler is I'm sorry, Libra's ruler is Venus, and so anytime you have Venus coming through, a lot of times you have very beautiful people, and you have a lot of times good singers, good speakers. Okay, so everything's looking awesome for being a writer, a teacher, public speaking. These are all the qualities that you'll need. Also, being able to go to college, go to school, you have a very intellectual mind. You'll do just fine. Now, when I look at your ascendant, I see Cancer. And I'm kind of glad to see that because, you have all these earthy and airy planets over here. And now we've got a nice cup of water, to pour on all that dry earth. Keep yourself balanced. And this will give you a real understanding for your students. You will pick up on the vibration of your classroom. You will pick up on things, so, that's just important for you to balance yourself out. You've got a lot going on. You have a ton of energy. So being that Cancer is ruled by the moon, you'll be very intuitive, and that's a good thing. You don't have a ton of water, but in your ascendant, people see you as a nurturer. You'll like to be in social environments. That's something that a Cancer is comfortable in. They like a social world. And you know what? They're just going to love you. The kids are going to love you. You're going to be like a mentor, mother figure because Cancers are so nurturing and mothering. So I just think you're set up to do so many things. Okay, so now we've got a few minutes. I want to share a couple quick things with you. I did a brief analysis on some of your aspects. You have, and I'm going to go through them kind of fast now because I'm already at 13 minutes. Conjunction, you have a Moon and Mars conjunction. This will give you passion for life, passion for the things you love, and you'll have an affection towards sports. So you could even be a coach at the school. You have a Moon square Uranus, and you're going to like to move and change a lot. So probably the middle school type platform would be good for you with a lot of different kids and a lot of different things going on. You're going to like change. You're going to be very curious about everything, and you love children. So that's in your chart. You will use your voice. You have a very creative self-expression, and you're a very humorous communicator. So you're funny. People like you. You also do have a square between Mars and Saturn, but this gives you the ability to fix problems. You actually like to fix problems. You'll be good social relationships. You have an easygoing manner, lots of confidence. And the main thing in closing is that to make sure you do what you love, because you're going to be very passionate about the things you love. And you're not going to do real well like in a 9-to-5 job that has no passion. You're going to need a lot of change, and you're going to need to be passionate about what you do. But I think you already will have that if you have the desire to work with kids now. So good luck. I hope this was helpful and encouraging. And for any of you out there, I do 15 minutes. You can ask me a question, something similar to this. It's $35. So email me at Chrystal, Chrystal Lynn 68 at gmail.com and get some more info about it. And I'll be doing a weekly video. Talk to you guys soon.